Hi, Rock Your Fear ladies! Talking about such an important topic for today, especially for those of us that feel pretty versed on the law of attraction and have practiced it for years and still kind of feel like we are being halted in some way, shape, or form, especially when it comes to the particular area that we really want to change. Like, why is it that, we have some things figured out and there's just this one area that seems like it's slammed shut? So that's what we're going to talk about today. La la la. Inviting all the peeps. So, hi Wendy. So, I will kind of give you a little bit of background for me on law of attraction. So I came into learning about law of attraction a few years ago. I think it was actually more than a few years ago. It was more like 2014, a year or so after I graduated from college. And I came back to Buffalo and I wasn't feeling too well. I was feeling pretty depressed. I was really struggling to transition back to Buffalo because I was so used to my friends in Boston. I thought I wasn't living the life I was supposed to be living. I was really struggling to, hi Mary Beth. I was really struggling to find a job. When I found a job, it was not the one that I wanted. I just felt like, hi Roz. I just felt like I was not where I needed to be. I was being so hard on myself. And that created anxiety. I was in a terrible relationship. It was super emotionally abusive. And as the universe does, my pain brought on so much growth for me. I learned about The Secret. I read The Secret, and all of a sudden, everything kind of opened up. And I started down, I thought it was more of a self-help, self-development path, but it was really, that was just one facet of it. It was really everything. It was spiritual. It was the meaning of life. It was about my deeper purpose. It was about self-esteem, self-motivation. Like, it was everything. And it just kind of catapulted me. And I used law of attraction in all of the areas that I really wanted to change. I specifically used it to manifest my husband, which I am beyond thankful that the universe showed me that, because I broke out of dating people that were terrible for me. And as I'm an empath, as I know many of you are, I ended up in very narcissistic relationships where people took advantage of me, and I was able to see all the good in others, but then it was like you never knew what day you were going to have. Like, you never knew if it was going to be a good day or a bad day. It was very emotionally abusive, and it wasn't just one person. So I feel like law of attraction actually helped me to break that generational cycle. And because it did that in my life, I know it can be done for any area of our lives, any area at all where we are just looking to create our heaven on earth experience. Like, that's as simple as it needs to be. You don't have to convince yourself or anyone else why you want the things you want in your life. You deserve to have them, period. But then comes in the question, if it worked for that, why isn't it working for everything, right? If it worked in my romantic area of my life, why can't I get it to work in this area? Why can't I get it to work in the business area? And Mary Beth, if you're still on, I would be so interested to know more about your concept of a lot of these things with the work that you do. That is something I want to explore so much more, because that's just really cool to me. But in my understanding, I've really had to come to the epiphany today that everything that is currently blocking us from the reality that we want to have is in our thoughts. I think sometimes, myself included, we want more. We want more of a woo explanation. We want it to be something we haven't heard before. We want it to be this huge awakening, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, it's that you are waking up in the morning, and due to the quantum realm, you have all of the options in the world open to you. You have the possibility to select anything you would like to select when you wake up in the morning. When you select a thought, even if it feels natural to you, you are compressing time and space, and you're selecting a neural pathway to travel down in your mind. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you wake up in the morning and your first thought is, I am tired and I have so much to do and I don't know how I'm going to get all of this done, and I didn't get enough sleep. That's where you're setting up the rest of your day. It's not your fault. It's a pathway that's been traveled for a long time. So when we talk about this, the reason why you're not getting the result that you might like in a certain area of your life is because of the path that you're choosing when you wake up. So what we have to talk about is, what train of thought have you been connecting to for such a long time for the area in your life that you would like to change? This could be weight. This could be health. This could be relationships, like I just talked about earlier, how I was able to shift that. This could be finances. This could be a job. This could be looking for a house. This could be the friendships that you draw in. This could be the clients that you draw in. This could be deservability, right? A storyline that says, I am not worthy, that just is resonating at this deep level of energy due to the train of thought you have followed for so long. And it's funny because I feel like for me, I've been able to break out of some of these patterns, but then they come back later. And they come back when we don't do the work. Eventually, when we do the work, they become reality, right? But if it's something that has been generational, that has traveled through 7 or more generations past, it takes repetition. And I think many of us just aren't willing to do that work because we think, I don't have the time, it's not going to work, I've tried to do that in the past and it's just come back. Like whatever it is, we aren't willing to rewire our brains. We just aren't. And for me specifically, I've just this has come so full circle for me today to be like, okay, what's stopping me? Like what's going on here? And it has been the thing that I've known the whole time. Like I'm literally a mindset coach, and I have limiting beliefs that are stopping me from achieving what I want. So my goal here today is that Spirit is really telling me, oh, my nose is itching. Means it's good. Spirit is telling me to remind myself and to remind everyone in this collective that we have so much sovereign power over our lives. And when we connect to limiting trains of thought, as all humans do, we are essentially stripping our power away. We are deciding to connect to a lower vibe, something or other that's easy to connect to, and that's the reality we're drawing in. We're sending that out into the world, we're sending that vibration out, and we're drawing it back in. It's kind of like thinking of going to a party and you look around and everyone else is having a fabulous time, but you're the one that's focusing on the things that aren't right. You're the one focusing on the one person that's pissing you off, or the punch is too hot, or the weather isn't the best, whatever it is, right? We've all been there. You're not focusing on everything that's going right. So really our assignment from Spirit today is, where am I holding myself back in my life? I listed out tons of different things, but that could be something that I haven't even listed out, right? Like, where are you holding yourself back? Where are you connected to a limiting belief process? I'm just going to pull a card. But this is what we are doing in Accelerate. We're getting clear on the limiting beliefs, because we're getting clear on the goal that we're accomplishing. We're getting the SMART goal. We're getting the plan in place. We're aligning it with Spirit. We're listening to our intuition. But if we do not navigate the pitfalls of limited belief thinking that come up for us all the time, and we do not own them, and we don't talk about them and we push them down, we're not going to accomplish our goals. We're not going to manifest our dream reality, because we're continuing to let vibrational neural pathways we've traveled for a very long time to continue to dictate our reality. We've decided those limiting beliefs are our truth, and that is what's creating our reality. And there's nothing wrong with you that you're doing that. I find myself doing it all the time. But the more awareness we bring to that, the more control we end up having. And that, my friends, is how you manifest your desires, when you begin to connect to storylines that activate you for the rest of the day, which is what we're going to be talking about, which is what we're going to be working on for 6 weeks, which is why at the end of August, we're going to be feeling 110% differently than we were right now. Maybe not in all areas, but at least in the area where we feel the most resistance, at least in the area where we feel called to pursue our goal. And I take that back, because when you overcome your challenge and you get that result and you overcome that activates all areas of your life, period. And that's why I'm so excited for this. So let's see if Spirit has anything to say to me to just confirm the message that we're getting today. And I'm not telling you guys this to be like, you need to do this. Like, literally, I'm telling it to you because I had that epiphany for myself today. And we'll just take this card because I saw it. You're being watched over by someone kind. Make a very detailed plan. I felt that so wholeheartedly for myself, that I have been limiting myself due to my thought processes. And if I am doing it, then we're all doing it. Like, I'm a coach in this area. We are so, especially as empaths, we can help so many other people. But when it comes to ourselves, it is hard sometimes, because it is so emotionally wrought. So if you feel like you have gone through something over and over again in your life, I am here to tell you, you are not broken. There is nothing wrong with you. A gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration, the chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. Like, this is what I want you feeling when you wake up in the morning thinking about your goal that you are going to pursue. That's what I want you to feel. I want you to feel wonder and amazement and excitement, and knowing that you have complete sovereignty and control over your reality. That Spirit has given you a gift from the moment that you were born that you are meant to accomplish. That is what I want to invoke in you and myself, and a ripple effect into the rest of the world. Anything else, Spirit? Do you want me to switch to the other deck? Joy through spiritual growth, epiphany. When we listen to spirit, it gives us an answer. Mindset seems like such a simple solution, doesn't it? But the simplest things are the things that bring us the most transformation. Think of deep breathing. We breathe every moment of every day. Deep breathing is such a calming, infused response, but so many of us don't do it because we think it's too simple, right? And it's literally the thing that keeps us alive. So where do you need to meditate and connect with source so you can have the epiphany that you are looking for in your life? Where are you limiting yourself in your potential? And I would love to help you navigate that so that at the end of the summer, you just feel like a brand new person and you feel activated and alive and amazing. And I'm just going to pick one more card from this deck, and then I'm going to give you guys the link for the program. You have a couple more days to join. I just recorded the first video and I'm gonna send it out to the participants, which I can't wait. As I was doing it, I was like, yes. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So when the limiting thought processes come in, when the doubts come in, when the challenges come in, stop connecting to those. Connect to the things that activate you and inspire you and motivate you and make you feel a part of a bigger collective and purpose, because you are. Okay, my friends. I love you so much. You have a couple more days. Today is the last day for early bird, and I'm going to put that below. And if you have any questions on payment plans or anything like that, just reach out to me and I will see you soon. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful night.